Hello and welcome to another Subconscious Saturday with me, Rohini. My dear friends, as you already must have read, the topic for today is non-verbal communication. Now, is communication only verbal, as in only when we speak? Obviously not, right? Even when we are not speaking, we are communicating. How are we communicating? Let us consider this in this particular video. We will go through how we communicate non-verbally. So, today I'd like to begin with sharing a little statistic with all of you. So, 7% of our entire communication is verbal communication. Verbal, that is what we actually speak. 93% of our communication is the non-verbal communication. Now, what comprises of non-verbal communication, you may ask? Non-verbal communication comprises largely of our tone, the tone of our voice, and our body language. So the tone, the voice will be about 38%. So the vocal is 38%, and visual, what we see, is 55%, my dear friends. That totals up to 93% non-verbal. Have you ever given it a thought? Let us ponder over it. Now let us see some examples that we see in our own lives. Now sometimes when we are communicating with our family and friends, haven't we said this to somebody, or has someone ever said this to us? You just ask somebody, what did I say? Why are you feeling so bad? Did you even realize what tone you spoke to me in? Does that happen? Has that happened to you? Have you done it to someone? Has someone said that to you? So sometimes even the tone of a voice matters. So if somebody is angry and you ask somebody, how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you. Versus, I'm fine. Does it even indicate fineness to you? It is just thrown at you, right? So what did you realize in these two answers? Can you see the difference? One is a friendly, I'm fine, thank you, how are you? And the other is, I'm fine. So what's happening here? This person is definitely not fine. So the words do not match the body language. The tone does not match the words. Right? And how many times have we encountered this? So whatever we are communicating, whenever we are communicating, many times our body language speaks volumes about what we are thinking. It communicates a lot. It communicates whether we are confident, whether we are not confident. If I'm shrinking, I'm thinking small of myself, my body automatically shrinks. When I'm confident, my body expands. Don't we do that? Don't we feel that many times? Sometimes we just want to hide behind people when we don't want to be seen. Have you noticed people around you, some people whom you probably call sarcastic, who are sarcastic all the time? And that tone hurts. We have cynical people whose tone hurts. Then we have angry tone, angry voices versus pleasant voices, friendly voices, or friendly tones. We would all have examples of all of this in our lives, my dear friends. And why am I discussing this today? Because all of this is directly connected to our subconscious mind. We are going to behave in the way we feel in our own head. And we are also going to be affected by the tones severely. Especially when we are little children and our parents, teachers talk to us in a very sarcastic tone, in a very high-handed tone. It affects and hurts us the most. And we tend to hold on to it. That pain, that hurt remains with us most of the times. When we are communicating, sometimes we think, I'm doing the right things, I'm saying all the right things, but why am I not able to make friends? And that is when we really need to watch our words, we really need to watch our tone, and we really need to watch our body language. How are we coming across? How is my stance? Am I looking away from a person? Is my expression showing unhappiness, disgust, discomfort? Let us observe ourselves first. And let us observe others, because that's easy to do. When we observe other people's body languages, so eye contact, posture, how is a person sitting or how is a person standing? Whether a person is domineering. If a person is really domineering, they will come into your space. They'll come too close to be overbearing. So are we being that? What are we conveying through our own body language? What are we conveying through our non-verbal communication is something I would suggest that everybody ponders over. And today, I would like all of you to start making a note of all the observations of the people around you, the people you're directly connected with. Write down the observations about their expression, the tone of their voice, and what have people said about your tone of voice, or what have people said to you about your body language. Are you keeping people distant? Are you keeping people away from you? Or are you going too close? Are you invading their boundaries? This is also something one can really ponder over. Eye contact, like I mentioned earlier. Eye contact is another very important aspect of our communication, because when we have eye contact, a couple of videos back when I was shooting on another device, I forgot the camera. So to begin with, I was looking at the camera, and somewhere in the middle, I looked in the direction of where the earlier camera used to be, and not on this particular device. So my eye contact with you must have broken. And that is when we feel disconnected. When somebody is not even looking at you, how many times do we tell people, look at me while I'm talking to you? Because when you're talking to someone and they are not looking at you, you feel unheard, don't you? You feel as if they're not paying attention. You feel as if they're not even listening to you. Likewise with the body language. Whether they are looking towards you, whether they're leaning in and paying attention, or they're just speak. Or even worse, these days, we all are on our phones. How many times have we done this? We're on our phones and continue, I'm listening to you. Please, continue, I'm listening to you. What happens when somebody does that to you, my dear friends? Or what do you think happens to those when you do that? Those around you. And that is the reason many times we see relations falling apart. In reality, on the surface, there is nothing wrong. Nothing wrong where we can really point fingers on, where we can pinpoint. But these non-verbal communication that we do not pay attention to, many times we just, very nonchalantly, we just say, but I didn't say that, and I didn't mean that. But what did our tone of voice convey? What is the voice of our tone conveying? What is the tone of our voice conveying? That is very important. So it is very important, my dear friends, to watch our tone. Now, to give you very, very simple examples. What do you do when somebody says, what do you say? That the way you said it hurt me. It just pierced my heart. Have you heard this term? Either in movies or even in real life. The way you said it was so humiliating to me. And we can see it all happening around us. So today, I would urge you to really be observant of all these instances and write them down. Why write them down? Because when we write them down, especially about the people around us, it will be easy for us to communicate with them. It will be easy for us to ponder over our own communication as well. Please do write it down, not to beat yourself up or not to pinpoint things to others. For our own self-improvement. It always helps. When we write things down, we don't tend to forget. And then when we have a crystal clear picture in front of us, it is easy for us to work on what needs to be worked on. Do you agree with me? Please let me know in the comments section. So let me know what all body languages, what voice, what tonalities of voice is hurtful to you. What have you found hurtful? A simple sentence like this was your job. This was your job. So you tell somebody, Mary, this was your job. Or this is your job. Mary, your job is to fill water. Okay. Mary, it was your job to fill water. Accusing. Mary, it was your job to fill water. Accusing again. Mary, it was your job to fill water. Reminding, but gently. Mary, it was your job to fill water. Do you see the difference in tone? Do you see that every stress that I put on every word conveys something different? And this is just an example. And here I'm trying to emote it, so it may not even come naturally. I just made a little effort. I hope you don't mind. So please consider, please think about the instances in your life, especially in any development, any personal development. I would suggest we cannot change the person in front of us. If we have to change the world, we need to begin with ourselves first. The more honest and clear we are with our own selves, it is easier for us to lead the way for others as well. So if I observe the way I communicate, if I observe my verbal and non-verbal communication, and I work on it, then I may lead with example. So let me first ponder, is there anywhere in my life where I am conveying something that I do not want to convey through my non-verbal communication, through my tone, or through my body language? Smirking, lift of eyes, eyebrows, yeah? So many different ways we simply communicate. Just think about different ways and please make a note of it. And please see where is it that you feel you need to change, where it is that you feel that you found somebody's non-verbal communication pretty hilarious. Do let me know anecdotes about the communication challenges that you have had. I would love to know these stories. So thank you very much. I hope this video today of Subconscious Saturday helped you to pay attention to your verbal and non-verbal communication and how it is a depiction of our subconscious mind, because we react the way we think about a particular incident. So if I'm sarcastic, if my attitude is sarcastic, I'm going to react sarcastically most of the times. If I'm cynical, I'm going to be cynical. If I'm cheerful, my reaction is going to be cheerful. So again, the image that I see of myself in my head is going to be depicted through my verbal and my non-verbal communication. If I'm a confident person, I will come across as one. If I'm an unconfident person, it will come across through my body language. So please let me know what you think about this. Do let me know what personalities you are observing around you. Please do like the video and share it with any of your friends or family you think might benefit from it. So thank you very much. Another thing, because of all the times that we are going through these days, the pandemic and even so many things happening in the world, accidents, suicides, so many deaths happening, so much of fear being generated around us. So every day I give Reiki healing with the intention for anyone who wants to receive it. So if you would like to receive Reiki healing every day, please do visit my page and check out. I leave out a message every day, and it is there is no limit of time. Anyone can receive the Reiki energy whenever you want to. So please do take advantage of this. Until we meet again, please keep shining with loads of love and a sprinkle of stardust. Rohini. Thank you.